Alright, cool. We got a new character coming in soon that is not one of these, generic marquee characters like they do. And it is Leia Jedi Training, which, how many Leias do we have now? We got Princess Leia, GL Leia, Boosh technically is Leia, this Leia, and there's, whatever it's called, the one when she was on Hoth. So we have at least 5 Leias. So another one that makes the 5, but oh well. It's also one of those ones that's kind of random, like this isn't a real character per se. Like, yeah, she's mentioned in Rise of Skywalker, but it's kind of in passing. Just like with Darkside Rey, that was just like a vision. That's not even a real character, and CG made it real. So, anyways, though, this could be cool. I'm wondering what kind of character she is, though. Is she a marquee? Is she a legendary? Hopefully she brings some decent, like, boosts to some team. Like, I've heard that she could be, like, a GL Luke lifter, which, if she is, that would be great, because GL Luke, I think, is the worst GL in the game now. I've always said C, but ever since we got, Darth Bane, C's kind of been promoted a little bit, and just GL Luke sucks. And I don't think there's really a lifter. The only thing that was semi-liftery for him was Jedi Knight Luke. So it'd be kind of funny. Jedi Knight Luke, Jedi Training Leia, him, all on the same team. Anyways, let's just see. So it's light side, attacker Jedi. Wow, only 2 tags? And then, yeah, she's not a real character, so there's not much to work with. Ooh, wow. So they gave us a thumbnail, and there's videos. I mean, you gotta click play, I guess, but it's better than nothing. Alright, so basic is tactical strike. How does this work? Wow, it's full screen and has audio. Anyways, final text. Deal physical damage to target enemy twice. Was that twice? I thought the video was only one time there. Oh well. If Jedi Master Luke, okay, here we go. Maybe she is a lifter already right out the gate saying Jedi Master Luke is the ally in the leader slot. If target enemy has speed equal to or higher than Leia Jedi Trainings, she gains Jedi lessons for 3 turns, max 3 stacks. If target enemy has speed slower than Leia, she deals another instance of damage for each time the ability is used in this battle, max 3 instances. What does that mean? She deals another instance of damage for each time this ability is used. Oh, I see. In this battle, so it's like the whole encounter. And if you just keep using your basic, then that means you'll get tons of additional instances of damage. So in a way, you just spamming the basic might be decent. I'll get 5 hits out of this. It doesn't say that there's a reduction in the power either, so that means each hit should be equal. If it's not a turn, she gains 15% defense penetration stacking for 1 turn. This attack can't be countered. So if it's not a turn, so that would mean like a counter attack or something. So either way, there's always something. Enemy has higher speed, A happens. Lower speed, B happens. Counter attack, C happens. Synergy. As part of her unique, which we're nowhere near yet, Leia has some negative speed values in her kit, and tactical strike turns that draw back into an advantage by having different interactions based on the enemy's speed compared to hers. Inspiration. This version of Leia is at the height of her Jedi training alongside Luke Skywalker. We like this nod to our version of Luke, who has mechanics based on speed differentials while also allowing us to explore a different side of this design space. Fac/clarity. At the start of Leia's turn, enemies will display an icon indicating whether their speed is higher or lower than hers, making it easy to identify which effect tactical strike will trigger. Okay, that's handy. Special 1, Instinct of the Force, cooldown 3 and a Zeta. Alright, this is kind of annoying that doesn't just work, but I guess this is what we have. Okay, so it's a lightsaber strike, and she gives it a kick. Let's do that again. Lightsaber kick? That's gotta hurt, kicking a droid. Jeez. Alright, where's the X? So the details. Final text. Deal physical damage to target enemy twice, dealing 25% bonus damage, max 200% for each stack of Jedi lessons gained by Jedi allies in this battle, which can't be evaded. Inflict off balance on target enemy for 2 turns, which can't be resisted, reducing the cooldown of the final lesson by 1 for each critical hit scored. If Jedi Master Luke Skywalker is the ally in the leader slot, okay, she has extreme synergies with him. If target enemy is inflicted by ability block, buff immunity, or daze, which can be dispelled, dispel them and inflict ability block, buff immunity, and daze on them for 1 turn, which can't be dispelled or resisted. If they are not inflicted by those debuffs, increase target enemies' cooldowns by 2, and Jedi allies gain foresight for 2 turns. Again, you got either ors for what your outcome can be, but in either case, there's still an outcome, so that's cool. And yeah, a lot of Jedi Master Luke. I guess when I saw the thing that she's a lifter, it's true. She has, I don't know if it's lifter, but at least she has tons of synergy with him. Synergies. This ability can deal a high amount of damage depending on how many Jedi Lessons stacks are gained by Jedi allies. Since allies stop gaining Jedi Lessons after receiving Jedi Legacy, players will want to carefully consider the timing of Jedi Master Luke Skywalker's ultimate to maximize the value of this attack. I mean, honestly, his ultimate sucks anyways. He changes forms and everybody's cooldown is reset. Like, wow, what a great ultimate. Inspiration. Jedi Lessons itself is not widely utilized throughout our existing kits, so this was an opportunity to tap into another thematic design space we don't often get to, while also fulfilling some mechanical needs we had for the team. Fact and clarity. If enemies are inflicted by undispellable ability block, buff immunity, or daze, they won't get inflicted by those debuffs again, and they can't be dispelled. In fact, they will get the other benefits, which are increasing the enemy's cooldowns and gaining foresight. Okay. I guess that makes sense when you read the thing. It says if they have this, right? Which means obviously if they don't, they would get the other thing. But, you know, there's a lot of doofuses that don't know how to read and ask stupid questions, so... Anyhow, the final lesson. Cooldown 4 with an Omicron, bitch. Okay. So she does like a Vader thing, but then fails at calling the lightsaber back. Get a nice spiral going, hits the enemy, falls. Oop, I need that. Okay. Final text. Deal physical damage to target enemy. Jedi allies gain 50% offense for 1 turn. Jedi allies' protection recovery is increased by 10%, and all enemies' protection recovery is reduced by 10% for each time this ability is used until the end of battle. If Jedi Master Luke is in the ally in the leader slot, he gains 10% ultimate charge and an additional 10% ultimate charge per stack of Jedi Lessons Leia Jedi Training has. Remove 100% turn meter from the target enemy, which can't be resisted. Deal additional effects based on the target enemy's role. So if they're an attacker, dispel all buffs on target enemy and inflict offense down for 2 turns, which can't be dispelled or resisted. Makes sense, they're an attacker, you don't want them to be hitting as hard, so boom, offense down. Healers and supports, also dispel all the buffs. Oh, never mind, this is dispel all the buffs on Jedi Leia. And inflict healing immunity for 2 turns, which can't be dispelled or resisted. Tanks, call other Jedi allies to assist and inflict defense down for 2 turns, which can't be dispelled or resisted. And the first one, dispel all buffs on target enemy and inflict... Oh. Well, that's cool. It seems like as they go down the list, they kind of get better. The first one's like, alright, cool, you're just effing up that enemy. The second one's like, oh, alright, so she's dispelling debuffs on herself and inflicting healing immunity. There you go. And the third one's like, oh, alright, we're calling everybody to assist and inflicting defense down. Sweet! Alright, now the Omicron portion. While in Grand Arenas, if Jedi Master Luke Skywalker is the ally in the leader slot, deal an additional instance of damage to all enemies based on Jedi Master Luke Skywalker's max protection and dispel all the buffs on Jedi allies. Based on his max protection? Based on how? Are we using his max protection as like a percentage? Are you just looking at his max protection as is? I mean, what if you have a lot of... It can't be that, because that would be a crazy hit. Like, if he has 150,000 protection, what, everybody's going to do 150,000 damage? That's like an insta-kill at that point. So it can't be that. It must be some kind of percentage thing goes into effect. And this is the Omicron? Hold on, yeah, so is the regular move too. So basically the Omicron only works if you have Jedi Master Luke, which, I mean, at this point, why wouldn't you? But still. So if you don't have him as the leader, then this does absolutely nothing. This is a worthless Omicron. Synergies. The final lesson serves as one of the primary ways Leia supports Jedi Master Luke Skywalker's ultimate. As Leia accumulates Jedi Lessons, she helps Luke gain additional ultimate charge, allowing him to reach his ultimate earlier, while rewarding players who have invested in building up those stacks. The role-specific effects also allow Leia to adapt her response based on the enemy she's facing. Inspiration. Role-based mechanics are a key part of Galactic Legend Leia Organa's kit, and we enjoyed revisiting that design space through a different lens. It gave us a great thematic starting point within the context of our game, while also providing an avenue for controlled power. So what are they telling us right here? They were inspired by their own previous doings, basically for the same character. Fact/clarity. The protection recovery is reduced incrementally. For example, the first time it is used, it will reduce their recovery by 10%, the next time by 21%, after that by 33%, and so on. So in theory, if it's used enough times, it'll reduce the enemy's recovery to 0, i.e. they can't recover protection at all. Yeah, but it seems like it's going to take a while. I mean, it says it reduces by 10%, next one's 21, 33. I don't even know what this number is going up by. It went from 10, 21, 33. I guess it'd be, what, 47? I mean, 45 the next time, then 57. So, yeah, it'll take a while. It'll take at least, what, 9, 10 turns. But I guess, technically, yeah, I can get there. Anyhow, unique one, the Chosen Path. Zeta and an Omicron. So, is she a Conquest character or something? Because this is the second Omicron. She might be a Conquest character, actually, because most of these lifters have been, right? I don't think there's a lifter that wasn't. Well, anyways, well, I guess technically Leia, she didn't have any that were Conquest. She has, R2 and Captain Drogon are kind of her lifters, and neither one of them is Conquest. I don't know. Anyhow, final text. At the start of battle, Leia Jedi Training has minus 50 speed. Whenever she attacks out of turn, she gains a stack of Force Connection, and Jedi Master Luke Skywalker gains 10% max protection, stacking max 100% until the end of the battle. She gains 50 speed whenever she gains a stack of Jedi lessons, stacking max 150. So she starts a little slower, but then she has potential to gain more speed back than she started with. It's kind of weird. What's the point of that? Just like I was thinking, what's the point of why she drops her lightsaber? Like, you have this move where she does that big, culling blade style move, and then she doesn't drop it per se, but you know what I mean, she drops the lightsaber. And it's like, the whole entire move is like solid though. There's nothing like, oh, this could happen that's bad because, you dropped the lightsaber. It's like, I don't know, it doesn't make any sense. This move has nothing to do with her dropping the lightsaber. Anyhow, if Jedi Master Luke Skywalker is an ally in the leader slot, Leia Jedi Training's attacks critically hit if possible. So what does that mean? She critically hits every single time? I mean, what does if possible mean? If they have critical hit immunity or something? When Jedi Master Luke uses Heroic Stand, revive Jedi allies with 100% health and protection and grant them Jedi Legacy until the end of the battle. Jedi allies recover 100% health and protection. Well, there you go. That would be a solid thing. Possibly annoying. What is Heroic Stand? Is that his ultimate? That actually does make that way better, if that's his ultimate. I think it is, right? Yeah. Hold on, let's double check that. Alright, yeah, so it is, Heroic Stand is his ultimate right here. So, wow, that's kind of funny. So he basically has a lifter that actually makes his ultimate better. Like, his ultimate should be good to begin with as it is, but it's kind of a crappy ultimate. But reviving all your teammates, that's solid. That's a good lifter thing right there. That's really lifting him for sure. So anyway, revive all the allies with 100% health and protection and grant them Jedi Legacy until the end of battle. And everybody that was still alive recovers 100% health and protection. So even if nobody was dead that needed to be revived, everybody's getting a full heal after that. So that's super solid. While in Grand Arenas, so here's the second Omicron. And if Jedi Master Luke is the ally in the leader slot, enemies defeated by Jedi allies can't be revived. Okay. Which obviously the whole team would be Jedi, so that means anybody that you kill is not coming back. How would that work against, like, bounty hunters like Boba, though? Because, he's got that Mandalorian Creed thing that allows him to revive, but if you take him out one time, would this override that so he can't do that revive? Or does his own kit override and he's still able to revive himself? He just can get a revive from, like, somebody else, like a old Docker or something. I don't know. Anyways, whenever a Jedi ally is dazed or stunned, a random Jedi attacker ally gains a bonus turn. At the end of each ally's turn, if Jedi Master Luke has 100% ultimate charge, he takes a bonus turn once per battle. So, In theory, when he has 100% ultimate charge, he takes a bonus turn, which means he could just go ultimate in that bonus turn, and then everybody would get fully healed and or revived. Synergies. We wanted to do more to help Jedi Master Luke Skywalker's ultimate ability feel impactful, while other avenues speed that ultimate gain process up. This ability focuses more on other aspects to help it feel suitably powerful. Always critically hitting also has important synergy with Leia's first special ability, where she reduces the cooldown of her second special ability with each critical hit. Yeah, the only thing about Jedi Master Luke's ultimate getting better is it's just a one-time deal. You know, he goes ultimate once and that's it. It's not like Kylo or Rey, how they can keep charging up their ultimate and go multiple times. It's kind of like a one and done with Luke, right? Or maybe not. I'm just thinking how he changes form, but I don't know. Am I an idiot right now? Maybe I'm an idiot. He probably can go multiple times, right? He just doesn't change. He just stays the same way after. Regardless, his ultimate sucks, so that's probably why I never paid attention. Yeah, because I feel like it's like C. C goes ultimate once, but then he can charge up his essentially like ultimate ability where he deep fries everyone. You know, you unlock that by him going ultimate, but like he doesn't go ultimate per se anymore. He just charges that up. Anyhow, let's get back to this story. Inspiration. This ability helps showcase Leia's training under Luke's watchful eye. She ramps up her effectiveness over the course of the battle, and as she becomes more proficient with the Force through Luke's Jedi lessons, becoming quicker and more efficient in her role. Fact/clarity. The bonus turn on Jedi Master Luke Skywalker having 100% ultimate charge only works once. The order of operation would be, someone takes their turn. If Jedi Master Luke Skywalker has 100% ultimate charge, he takes a bonus turn. If he doesn't use his ultimate in this turn, he won't get a bonus turn after that. Oh. So my idea was to use your ultimate anyways once you had that become available. But I guess that's what you're supposed to do, otherwise you miss out. So if he has 100% ultimate charge and gets that bonus turn, and then doesn't use his ultimate, then he misses out completely? It's kind of goofy. So it's almost like this triggers as soon as he hits 100% ultimate, and then you have one shot to do it. Which, you know, makes sense, but to do the ultimate, I mean, but it's still kind of silly how this mechanic works. Like, I almost feel like I'd want to save it. Like, what if my team wasn't that dead and I don't need to heal anybody up or revive? Like, this would suck to have to waste it. Anyhow, Ultimate 2, Disciple of the Force, Zeta and Anomicron. Final text. Leia, Jedi Training, has a plus 100% defense. If Jedi Master Luke Skywalker is the ally in the leader slot, Jedi allies have plus 100% max protection until the first time Leia is defeated. At the start of each Jedi ally's turn, Jedi Master Luke Skywalker gains 5% ultimate charge. Whenever a Jedi ally damages an enemy, that ally recovers 10% protection. Whenever a Jedi ally uses inherited teachings for the first time, they gain a bonus turn. So before we get into the third Omicron here, I just want to say, this says that if Jedi Master Luke is the ally in the leader slot, all Jedi allies have 100% max, plus 100% max protection. So that would include Luke as well, right? Jedi Master Luke. And he had an ability before that said that everybody deals bonus damage based on how much protection he has. So does that include this as well? Like, the bonus 100% max, basically doubling the protection? Is that how that move will count, or does it count just on his natural baseline protection that he has? Because, let's just take a look at mine and see how much protection that would be. So he's right here. Now, my Luke has 157,547 protection, which means if you double that, I'm pushing, what, 315,000? 315,094 protection, which is quite a ridiculous amount. Additionally, so that means if all of that is part of that boost that everybody's doing based on my protection, is it based on that much protection? So they're really putting in a serious bonus hit, or, and then just for the dick of it, if I were to get him to Relic 10, you know, what does that increase the protection by? A fair amount. It adds, what, 13,000 protection? So then there's that too. That would be 26,000 when doubled. So, yeah, there's a potential for a lot there. Anyhow, let's just go back to this move and go to the Omicron. So, while in Grand Arenas, while Jedi Master Luke Skywalker is taunting, which is practically all the time, except for when he's on my team. The enemy, always taunting me, never taunts. Makes sense. But anyways, Jedi allies take reduced damage from percent health damage effects, and whenever a non-tank Jedi ally is damaged twice consecutively, that ally gains stealth for 1 turn. If Jedi Master Luke Skywalker is the only ally version of Luke present, whenever Jedi Master Luke Skywalker Heroic uses They Grow Beyond, he inflicts protection disruption on target enemy for 1 turn, which can't be dispelled, evaded, or resisted. Whenever he uses Efflux, he stuns all enemies for 1 turn. Now this says Heroic, so that means when you've already gone Ultimate, this stuff happens. And it says if he's the only version of Luke present. That kind of makes a problem right there, because most people put Jedi Knight Luke with Jedi Master Luke. It's kind of like a guaranteed thing that every Jedi Master Luke team has Jedi Knight Luke on it as well. So this makes things kind of weird. You can't have any other Lukes. I mean, at the end of the day, this doesn't really matter. This is only the Omicron, and it's part 2 of the Omicron. You'll still get all the other stuff from part 1 of this Omicron, so it's like, does this stuff really matter? I mean, yes, it does make his moves a little better at least, because again, like I said, he kind of sucks. So at least adding these little bonuses on is good-ish, but they're not that crazy either. Like, Efflux gets you a stun. Alright. They Grow Beyond does protection disruption. Like, alright. And it's only for 1 turn. It's not even like it's for the rest of the encounter or something. So you're not really missing out if you still put Jedi Knight Luke on the team. Anyhow, synergies. This ability helps Jedi Master Luke reach his ultimate sooner while addressing a long-standing tension between using a character's own abilities and inherited teachings. Granting a bonus turn the first time inherited teachings is used allows players to engage with that mechanic more freely. In Grand Arenas, the Omicron adds another layer of protection by granting stealth to non-tank Jedi allies that are damaged twice consecutively. Inspiration. When playing with Jedi Master Luke Skywalker's team, inherited teachings has often been ignored until the specials were used. Leia helps him reach his ultimate much more quickly, and her kit presented a great opportunity to revisit an area of Jedi Master Luke Skywalker's kit that we've wanted to strengthen for some time. I mean, you could have always done it. It's your game. You just quickly do a patch or whatever and put it out in the forums and boom, bam, done. Hey, thanks, CG, but okay, or not. The Grand Arena Omicron adds a bit more bite to his transformed state, giving him additional power where he previously lacked it. Clarity. The bonus mechanics in Grand Arena Omicron after Jedi Master Luke Skywalker transforms will only work if there is no other versions of Luke present. Currently, this includes CLS, Jedi Knight Luke, Farm Boy, and Stormtrooper Luke, which, duh, we know. If we ever release a new version of Luke, he will be added to this list. Closing thoughts. Designing Leia was a lot of fun and pressure, considering how long players have been asking for a Jedi Master Luke Skywalker lifter. Well, he does absolutely suck. He really did need a lifter. But at the same time, I hate that so many characters need lifters. GLs should not need lifters. The whole point of a mother effing GL is that they are supposed to be next level, extreme, awesome all on their own. They have an ultimate for a reason. They have lots of difficult requirements to meet just to be able to enter their event. They have 6 Zetas. They have, every single one has an ability that's, I take reduced to health percentage damage, blah, blah, blah. Can't be instantly defeated and all this. Like, they're supposed to be OP. So, needing to have a lifter is just lame. But yet, a lot of characters needed to have a lifter. And there's a lot of characters that just have a lifter, whether they need it or not. Like, I think GL Leia is pretty solid. But still, she has R2 and Captain Drogon as lifters. Or who else has a lifter that we know of? Kylo. He was kind of solid as well, but now he's got Darkseid Rey. But it's just kind of dumb. But anyways, yeah, Luke sucks. So he really did need a lifter, which is lame. Like, he should just be good. Especially Luke. Come on. Like, there's all the lore, there's the extended universe and all this that gives us information on Luke. We know that Grandmaster Luke is, like, extremely supreme when it comes to Jedi abilities and all this. And, like, this is what we get in the game, though. a piece of crap character. I know he's based on the Last Jedi movie, which he sucked there, but still, that's not the point. This is a game. You can make him good, unlike the movie. Anyways, I am really excited to see what the player base does with this character, and hope you all have as much fun using her kit as we had developing it. Well, one thing I don't like is, how was she released? Did it say anywhere and I just missed it? Like, I did not see... Yeah, it just gets right into it. There's no storyline as to where she is. I'm assuming she's Conquest, though, because she has 3 Omicrons, but that's just a guess. It's not confirmed. Anyways, what does the community so far think? Excited to use her? Interesting kit. I'm excited to use her just because Luke sucks and I'd like to slap her on the team. It's just like I'm looking forward to unlocking Darkseid Rey just so I can enhance my Kylo team a little bit. And I'm super close. We need one more Conquest at this time, and then I'll finally have her. But yeah, I'm interested in her just to help out this crappy Luke. So it's a GL Luke lifter that also nerfs him by excluding JKL. Well done. Just what we all wanted. Well, no. I already went over this. You can still use Jedi Knight Luke. It's one tiny facet that just doesn't require him. It's part 2 of the 3rd Omicron. Like, you're fine. If you want to keep him on the team, go for it. Who cares? I guess you could say you're not going to be utilizing Jedi Training Leia's full kit if you had him on the team, but it's 95% that you're utilizing. Like, whatever. Yeah, this guy's responding. You barely lose out on anything by... Yeah, that's what I just said twice. You will use this character exactly as you are told. Absolutely no theory crafting allowed. Making fun of this guy. How will she be unlocked? Yep, good question. I'm assuming, though, like I said, Conquest. So we're not allowed to theory craft anymore? What? Why are people saying that? I get the other one was a joke. They were making fun of that guy, but this one seems serious. It doesn't say he's responding to anybody. Like, yeah, you can theory craft. Just because CG says one thing doesn't mean anything. Like, are you serious? That's the whole point of theory crafting. People were going against the grain from what CG was telling us. Make her delete the presence of JKL from Omicron was a big mistake. The best choice was to use her to replace Revan on JML's team, but now you've both added to and subtracted from the team. Not to mention how aesthetically pleasing it is to have both Lukes on the team. Okay, people, relax. It's not that serious. It's one small part of an Omicron. It's not even like the full kit is affected if you have Luke on the team, Jedi Knight Luke. Like, you're fine. It's not that big a deal. Thanks, this is awesome. Not sure how I feel about being disincentivized from using JKL, but I'm glad JML is finally getting his lifter. Oh my god, another one overreacting. You're not disincentivized. It's just a stun for 1 turn and protection disruption is what you're missing out on. Not that serious. If all you use is the ultimate, you'll never use those. I mean, the basic, you'll never get those bonuses anyways. Most likely Conquest. We just finished Cobb, so it sounds about right. I'm assuming Conquest as well. Yes and no. The mass stun every 2 turns compared to JKL's every 5 turns could be a real annoyance for teams that can't stop it. And JML is a fast character to keep the stuns on to hinder them. You're responding to 6 oud number. So what did 6 oud number say? 6 oud number. You barely lose out on anything by still using JKL. This idiot says yes and no. The mass stun. It's not a mass stun though. It's just the one. Right? The kit was just one character gets stunned. It wasn't the whole opposing team. Right? Where is it? Whenever Jedi uses, they grow beyond he inflicts disruption. Oh, F-Lux. He stuns all... Oh, okay. He stuns all enemies. Okay, well, I didn't realize that. So that is kind of good, actually. Stunning the whole team. But still, I mean... Do you really want to give up Jedi Knight Luke just to be able to get a mass stun? And you have to be ultimate? So it doesn't even work while you're still in your basic form. Like, you know, there's so many caveats here. You have to be ultimate. It has to be in Grand Arena. Has to be, you know, if you're in, like, Territory Battle, it's not going to make a difference. Territory War, it's not going to make a difference. Squad Arena, not going to make a difference. Conquest, not going to make a difference. It's only Grand Arena. It's an Omicron that you need to have slapped down on her. And he needs to be ultimate. 3 scenarios that have to happen for this to even matter. Like, just use Jedi Knight Luke. Who cares if you miss out on that stuff? But yeah. So anyways, I guess that's all we got. We finally have, like, a Luke lifter, which is pretty cool. It's the random, random Jedi training version that we saw in Rise of Skywalker, right? I think it's that in Rise of Skywalker near the end where you see that, oh, she was secretly training to become a Jedi. Oh! Yeah, it's that movie, because then stupid Rey has both of their lightsabers. But yeah, I don't know why this was never mentioned before, though, in the whole entire series. We've always just seen her as, like, a normal girl with no Force sensitivity and stuff. Now, all of a sudden, oh, she was secretly training. Huh. But then, for some reason, decided to just be a general for the Rebel Alliance. Like, what? So you know you have these abilities and stuff, and you just want to squander them? Like, the whole backstory there does not make any sense at all. It's pretty stupid, but okay. I mean, even with, like, the situation with Kylo, you know, apparently, Luke failed him by sensing darkness in him and blah, blah, blah. She's his mom. First off, she could have been training him then, while Luke was training her or something. Second off, if Luke felt like he failed him, then why didn't his mom come and pick up this, like, hey, don't worry, I got you, buddy. Let's continue our training, and don't worry about what your uncle tried to do. Anyways. That's a whole other story, but I'm just saying. So thanks for listening to this with me, and until next time, I said see ya.